Hello everyone, and welcome to You Should Try, the series where I shine a light on smaller fun games you may have missed. Today I'll be bringing you a chill strategy game called Rise of Legions. The game is about building decks of units and abilities, then utilizing them using your resource management skills to destroy the enemy base that will try to do the same to you. Now at first glance, the game may look like one of those games that's a half-assed mobile port, but let me tell you, that is far from the case. It's fun, runs well, doesn't have any annoying mechanics like timers, and the monetization is hardly noticeable. The deck building in the game is good for what it is. There are 4 colors to choose from with their own style of gameplay, similar to that of card games such as Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone. You can mix up to 2 of any colors together in any way you want, whether that be a 50-50 split or only adding 1 card of one mana type, as the same mana is used for all the cards, so you don't need to worry about something like having only a green card prepared with only white mana available. As for the cards themselves, they are broken into units, spawners, spells, and buildings. Units are on a timer and have a mana cost. When off cooldown, you can spend a mana cost and place them anywhere in your territory, which is highlighted green when the card is selected. Spawners are units, but they are placed in the back of your base, and the unit will spawn repeatedly on a cooldown. Spells are abilities that affect the battlefield like a stun or AoE shield, and buildings are on their own units that stay in one place and perform an action off cooldown, such as spawn a unit of its own. You also don't have any type of card you must have in your deck. You are free to have only units and spells, or no units whatsoever. You could just use spawners. Once you are satisfied with your deck, or chose one of the starter decks, you have your choice of queuing for a PvP game, a PvE challenge game, or directly challenge another player. PvP is pretty straightforward. Players have a base on either side of the lane, and they must use their cards and resources wisely in order to win. There are 2 types of resources, mana and essence. Everything except spawners uses mana, and spending mana generates essence, so the general flow of the game is to gradually build up spawners by using your other cards so you can build big armies consistently. The game is easy to learn, but there are a lot of little details that make the game more complex as you play more. Several cards have special abilities that dictate how they should be placed and used. Also, factors such as timing your card placements, managing your cooldowns, and comboing cards correctly are all necessary as you progress fighting tougher opponents. Matchmaking is determined by your card levels. As cards are played in the game, they gain XP and level up. Once they gain 5 levels, you can upgrade the card to the next tier, which has 5 levels of its own, and so on. When you queue, you are matched with players with similar card levels, which I think is a great balancing system as the game becomes more skill reliant rather than level reliant like in other similar games. Despite these qualifiers and lower number of players, matchmaking time is still reasonable. I usually find a game within 30 seconds. The PvE is also a fun casual mode where you pick a difficulty and fight against the AI Golem army that acts like a normal match but with a few quirks. Not only are their cards stronger, but they get bonus units that guard the checkpoint, bonus waves of enemies on a timer, and you'll outright lose the game if you don't destroy the base in a certain amount of time. I highly recommend trying at least silver difficulty as it's a really fun challenge that came down to the wire as a new player. The way I see it, this is a great casual game for when you just want to sit down, chill out for an hour, and play a semi-competitive game without worrying about teammates or RNG or doing a million things at once. It really strikes a nice balance that I found to be both fair and unique. So with that said, go give it a try! Thank you very much for watching. If you have an idea for what the next game in the series should be sure to leave a comment down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video or found it to be useful, feel free to like and subscribe. Have a good one!